Welcome to the deep dive. You send us the sources, we sift through them, and basically we give you the need-to-know stuff fast.
Saving you that time digging through it all yourself.
Exactly. So this time we're jumping into artificial intelligence, specifically what was happening in the first week of May 2025.
Yeah, felt like a busy one. We've got this report covering, well, everything new products, partnerships, but also the governance side, the ethics talks.
Right. And our aim here is really just to give you the gist, the main AI trends from that week. We'll point out maybe some surprising bits, keep it focused so you walk away feeling, up to speed.
Consider it your shortcut to what actually mattered in AI that week. Not just headlines, but like why it matters, the bigger picture.
Okay, let's get into it then. I mean, the thing that really screams out from this report is just how fast AI is moving. It's not just lab stuff anymore, is it? It's becoming like central to business, to daily tech.
Totally. And that shift, it's creating buzz, definitely, but also a lot of scrutiny. Some serious questions are popping up.
Yeah, and it's hitting so many areas at once. You've got big moves in how companies are using it, deeper integration into the tech we use every day.
And this growing, almost urgent conversation about the societal side effects, the ethics of it all.
Absolutely. Let's start with the business side. It felt like a real push for industry-specific AI solutions that week. Some big names making moves.
Definitely. IBM's Think 2025 event, for example, they rolled out these accelerator tools.
Right. What are those exactly?
Well, they're aimed at large companies, helping them build and run autonomous AI agents. Think AI systems doing tasks, making decisions with less human input.
Okay.
And the key thing with IBM's approach, what makes it kind of a leap, is that these tools can work with a company's own data, like on their premises.
Not just cloud data.
Exactly. But it
Yes.
connects that to the cloud too, so it bridges that gap. Could
Great.
really speed up how big firms adopt this stuff.
And then there is that Alliance XAI, Palantir, and TWG Global, targeting finance specifically.
Yeah, that's interesting. Using AI for, market predictions, risk assessment, compliance, that could really shake up how finance works.
Seems like a trend towards super specialized AI, right? Not just general smarts.
Precisely. Palantir's got the data chops, XAI the models, TWG the market insight. It suggests AI that really knows an industry inside out.
We also saw Meltwater launching Mira, an AI teammate for media intelligence folks.
Yeah, suggests AI isn't just crunching numbers, but moving into more collaborative roles, even in fields relying on, human intuition.
And TalkDesk Express, aimed at small businesses for customer service.
Mm-hmm. That's about making this advanced AI more accessible, democratizing it, sort of, so smaller companies aren't left behind.
And can't forget Palo Alto Networks buying Protect AI, cybersecurity.
Right. That really underscores how vital AI is becoming in, well, defending against cyber threats. AI versus AI, almost.
It feels like the message from the enterprise world is AI isn't just promising, it's becoming essential for value, for staying competitive.
Couldn't agree more. That seems to be the core takeaway there.
Okay, let's switch gears. What about us, consumers? How's AI showing up more in our personal tech? Google I/O is generating buzz.
Yeah, huge anticipation. The report points to them really pushing Gemini AI, their big advanced model, deeper into Android 16, Android XR.
So less like a separate app, more just part of the phone's brain.
Kind of, yeah. Making it more intuitive, seamless. Like the AI mode they're expanding in search labs for asking complex stuff conversationally using real-time info.
But not just phones, right? They mentioned Google's AI medical imaging thing, AME.
Pilot programs using it to help read x-rays, CT scans, potential for huge impact on diagnostics, faster, maybe more accurate.
Wow. That could really change things in healthcare, helping doctors out.
Definitely raises questions about AI assisting medical pros, leading to earlier detection, better treatments. It's a big area to watch.
Apple was also in the mix, but quieter, typically. AI boosts across iPhones, iPads, Macs.
Yep. Things like smarter photo editing, better predictive text may be finally useful, and more health monitoring, often working behind the scenes.
It's subtle, but it adds up, right? These gradual AI improvements changing how we use those devices daily.
Exactly. It's not always a flashy announcement, but it's happening.
And, it's not all smooth sailing. OpenAI's CEO admitting recent ChatGPT 4.0 updates were sometimes, what was the phrase?
Sycophanty and annoying.
Right. Which is pretty candid. Shows it's still a work in progress, refining these things.
Absolutely. It highlights that iterative process. User feedback is key. even the top models need tweaking based on real-world use. They're not perfect out of the box.
So with AI getting so embedded, it's no surprise the whole governance and ethics conversation is heating up.
Yeah.
The UN, Forrester, reports flagged this urgency.
Yeah, the UN warning that if AI isn't aligned properly, it could actually make inequality worse. That's a pretty stark warning.
And you're seeing actual regulatory talks now. Europe looking at data privacy with AI and blockchain.
And California trying to figure out how to handle generative AI, the stuff that creates content responsibly, balancing innovation and risk.
These regional efforts, they feel like important first steps towards setting some ground rules.
Definitely. Shows a growing global awareness. We need to innovate, sure, but also protect people and society.
One really concrete issue that keeps coming up, jobs. The report mentioned Duolingo using Gene AI for course creation.
And reportedly replacing some contract workers.
Right. That brings the whole AI and employment debate right into focus, doesn't it?
It's a clear example. AI enables new things, like rapid content creation, but can also disrupt jobs, raises big questions about workforce adaptation, support for affected workers.
And it's not just human jobs. The energy AI uses, that's becoming a thing too.
Yeah, that Flexential report. Businesses feel pressure for AI ROI, but face bottlenecks like GPU shortages and rising energy costs.
Even the IMF, optimistic about AI boosting GDP, warned about energy consumption potentially soaring.
It's a huge infrastructure challenge. These models are power hungry. Finding sustainable ways to run them is critical.
Then you had the UK music industry worried about AI training data, copyright.
And that Pew survey showing public skepticism about AI's impact on journalism.
It really feels like every sector is grappling with this now.
From IP to information integrity, yeah. It just shows how wide-ranging the impact is. Needs careful thought on multiple fronts.
It's also wild seeing AI pop up in industries beyond the usual suspects. Education, we mentioned Duolingo.
Right, generating courses at scale. Amazing capability, though questions remain about quality, personalization.
Healthcare too, beyond Google. Early lung cancer detection using AI in the UK. NVIDIA researching AI for drug discovery.
Huge potential there for better patient outcomes, faster science in really critical areas.
And manufacturing, public safety, AI doing quality control, optimizing supply chains, making roads safer, helping vulnerable people. It's getting woven into the fabric of things.
Yeah, and these aren't just basic tasks anymore. It's more sophisticated analysis, more nuanced decision-making.
Even just general business stuff. Agree.com getting funding for an AI e-signature platform. CCC Intelligent Solutions seeing growth from AI in insurance and auto. Anthropic's Claude model summarizing docs.
It's just everywhere. Streamlining workflows, boosting productivity across the board.
It really paints a picture of this massive, interconnected system. The report even visualized it, didn't it? How tech advances drive strategy, impact industries, create economic shifts, raise societal questions.
And then trigger regulatory responses. It's all linked.
Yeah, that interconnectedness feels key. A breakthrough in one area quickly ripples outwards, affecting markets, ethics, policy. It's dynamic.
Constantly shifting and evolving.
Okay, so let's wrap this deep dive. That first week of May 2025 clearly showed super fast innovation in both business and consumer AI.
Which, in turn, is ramping up the ethical and governance discussions significantly.
And we're seeing AI adoption spread way beyond the expected places into all sorts of industries. It's not future tech anymore, it's here and now, and moving incredibly fast.
And all these pieces, the tech, the business, the ethics, the industries, they're all influencing each other constantly. It's a complex dance.
So hopefully you feel well briefed now on a really key week for AI. You've got the main trends, the context, without drowning in jargon.
Yeah, the signal from the noise.
Right. So here's a final thought to chew on as you go. Given this speed, this interconnectedness we talked about, what's one specific, maybe unexpected societal shift you think AI might bring by the end of, say, 2025? Something beyond what we discussed directly.
It's a good question. Because the impacts we're seeing now are just the beginning. Definitely worth digging deeper if any of this sparked your interest.
And that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.